So I want to go over the syllabus with you, make sure that you guys understand a few key points here. And I'm not going to read it to you because the text is copied also in the course introduction folder. Email me if you have any questions about that, please. But I want to hit a few of the high points. First of all, AP or Advanced Placement United States History is designed to provide students with analytical skills and factual knowledge necessary to deal critically with the problems and materials of United States history. The course prepares students for intermediate and advanced college courses by making demands upon them equivalent to those made by full-year introductory college survey courses. So what this means is if you score a passing score, a 3, 4, or 5, on the advanced placement test, at the end of the year, it's put out by the College Board, you're telling colleges that you know what you're talking about when it comes to U.S. history, and you can essentially skip over an introductory or survey course on U.S. history. And then colleges have the ability to accept that credit. Some colleges want you to take the course regardless. Some colleges want a 4 or a 5, but it's important to know, as it says down here, that on this exam on May 6th of 2021, there's no guarantee of a passing score. The AP exam is only one test. So colleges know that when you sit for the test, you have already taken a full year of the course. And taking a full year AP course with more rigorous demands says something to that college about your level of preparation, not just for U.S. history, but for college classes in general. So while it's important that we try to do as best we can on this exam, rest assured that colleges look at your entire body of work when it comes to your transcript. So that is something definitely to keep in mind as you try to do your best work throughout the school year. Just a couple more things, and again, please take the time to read through all of this. This is course objectives. It's going to discuss how the course is organized in terms of what it wants you to understand. So it wants you to be able to master a broad range of historical knowledge and also be able to do things like interpret and apply data from primary source documents. For the readings, we have 3 primary texts. So the first is going to be the Brinkley textbook, which you'll see there's a link to the textbook on the course introduction page. There is something here called the American Spirit. This is a document reader. You guys won't have a hard copy of it, but any documents that we use out of it, primary source materials, will be available to you through Schoology. And then here also something called the AMSCO book, which is an AP prep text that sort of summarizes content. So the AMSCO book and the Brinkley book are going to work together in terms of providing content knowledge. And the AMSCO book is also online for you in the course introduction folder. One of the assignments that you'll be participating in this year is completing reading guides, and those reading guides are going to be based in large part on the AMSCO book. More on that to come in a separate video. If there's anything else, it will be online and I will let you know where it is. Once again, I will check my email frequently. Essays and tests are going to mimic the AP test as much as possible in the time that we have. Be prepared to write essays throughout the year, as the AP exam consists of not just a multiple choice component, but also a short answer and essay component. There will be quizzes, both reading quizzes and vocabulary quizzes or identification quizzes. So make sure that you are staying up to date when it comes to study materials. So supplies and notebook, it's going to be different this year. We're going to be digital. So if you want some kind of notebook, I would have a Google Doc, maybe to use as an online notebook. And then also Schoology will be sort of your warehouse for all the items that I'm providing you. Please also, when it comes to virtual learning, make sure that you have your supplies and materials prepared when you come to class that day, whether it's a Zoom meet or it's an in-person class. it's important no matter where you are learning that you are prepared to learn that day. These chapter questions is sort of what I alluded to earlier when I was talking about the AMSCO book. So this is in order to encourage active reading. You'll be participating in those reading guides, and they'll be turned in at the end of each unit. So I'm going to do a separate little screencast to explain that to you. Please submit late work. It's better than a 0, and if you don't submit, you're leaving points on the table. So make sure that you do that. You'll also need to submit an attendance assignment every day, which I will be going over as well. Class participation, please participate every day, every session in some way, either through active engagement with the material that I'm asking you to do or through a live discussion. Please let me know that you are ready and that you have read the material. There's a few things here about classroom procedures and following rules. One thing that I have highlighted here are chargers. Again, everything's going to be digital this year, including in the classroom. There's not going to be a lot of sharing of items. So think about that, how often last year did you ask to borrow a charger from someone? Make sure you have your computer charged and that you bring a charger with you when you can. And then, of course, be respectful, and that behavior again extends to the virtual classroom. Homework and classwork assignments will help your grade. We use total points. Again, don't leave points on the table. And this is a little section about how to be successful. I always like this. Work hard to learn and gather information from all resources available. So make sure that you're taking advantage of that resource folder. I'm going to fix my typo while I'm talking to y'all. Okay. And again, this is a guide, but I can change it. But if I change it, I will let you know. These are themes of U.S. history, what the College Board wants us to focus on. I will let you read these, but we should be thinking about identity, work exchange and technology, peopling, politics and power, America and the world, environment and geography, both physical and human, ideas, beliefs, and culture. Let me know if you have any questions.